So my criticism is not that you don't have the right to run around and run in circles and jump up and down and do jumping jacks. My question would be, are we actually getting to the end zone? Or do you think that because you've exerted this energy that somehow you're getting to the end zone? Also, who are you really playing for? What team are you playing for? Every time you got the ball, you ran in the other direction. Like who are you impressing with this type of play? And I say that because you got to be careful with your politicians because a lot of politicians are performing. They're performing for the APACs. They're performing for the billionaires. They're performing for the white liberals, right? Like I think I heard Jasmine Crockett talk about black people, but then she instantly attached black people to, black in the LGBT community and the trans community and the blah 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 and the da da da, right? So she literally took all these other labels and connected them to blackness. Right? It's like a little package, right? And I get it. It's all about sort of pulling together these coalitions so you can get more votes and get more money and all that stuff. And I get it. I know that's how the game of politics is played, but I don't like when people are playing around with my birthright. I don't like when people are playing around with our unique struggle as black people and what we uniquely went through and somehow putting us in the LGBT trans feminist package. I don't get that. I don't really want to do that. Right. I want to talk about specifically what is happening in our community, and I don't like the lies. I think the lies are the part that bothers me the most. When I live in Chicago, and I know specifically about neighborhoods in Chicago that black people in Chicago can't even go to without worrying about being killed. And then hearing a white person from the north side of town say everything's fine. That reminds me of the Deep South when they used to say, don't be messing with our Negroes. We got our Negroes under control. These are good black folks. You up here just riling them up over nothing. That's what I hear them saying. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing them say, everything's fine. Dead black baby over here. Nothing to see here, people. No, nothing to see. We have an acceptable number of dead blacks. So we only had 500 dead black people last year. So nothing to see here. And I'm the one who's like, what do you mean there's nothing to see here? And this is where I want you to understand, this is what racism looks like. A lot of times we can only see racism when it comes from a Republican, but what racism looks like is when somebody feels that their life is more valuable than yours. Racism, one way of looking at it, or one manifestation of racism, is when people assume that it's something that is okay for you is not okay for them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like when they say 500 dead black people in Chicago, well, that's good. If the murder rate has dropped, but if they had that many dead white people, tell me if you agree. Tell me if you agree with this. If they think a process it like this, black people aren't even the majority of the citizens in Chicago, but we're the majority of the deaths. Is anybody else disturbed about this, or am I just the only crazy black person who says maybe we should stop killing so many black people and letting them just die on the street? Or am I a radical for saying this? Really, I mean, process this for a minute. If we're not if we're the minority of the city, we should be the minority of the deaths, right? Um, but yet we're the majority of the deaths. My sister worked she did autopsies in Chicago. Lots of dead black people in Chicago. And I'm trying to just really understand how it is that if white people were dying at the same rate, you would literally declare that to be a state of emergency. You would literally be like, let's get the National Guard, we got to stop this no matter what. But when black people are dying, it's like, yeah, but the number went down.